An instructional video on rounders. What is rounders? Rounders is a striking and fielding team game that involves hitting a small hard leather case ball, so a slitter, with a wooden or plastic metal bat. The players score by running around 4 bases on the field. It is a non-contact sport, and just a fun fact, in 1884 the GAA, so the Gaelic Games Association, created the rules for the game and began competitions. These are the airplane dimensions. They look quite intimidating like this, but when you see it on the field, it doesn't look as confusing. So here's our example of the plane dimensions on the field. Here we can see, for instance, the blue and the white team are the batters. So they are running from base to base to try get home to complete a run. Whereas the black and the yellow teams are the fielders, so they're trying to catch the ball and try and knock the batters out. So before you can get started, there's just 3 items of equipment really needed. So a ball, a normal sitter can be used, a bat. So the bat must be no more than 460 millimeters in length and 170 millimeters in diameter. A hurley cannot be used in rounders. Although we can use a slitter, we cannot use a hurley. A bat, so a baseball bat or a softball bat, can be used. A helmet can be worn by the bowlers for their safety. Just a normal hurling helmet will do fine. And just in case you don't have an actual rounders field, you can just mark it out with cones. So for the 4 bases, you can just put out 4 cones, 25 metres apart. Rules. There are numerous rules in rounders. Rounders is a game played between 2 teams, so 15 players max and 6 players minimum per team. No more than 9 players on the field at any one time. Throughout the game, 3 substitutions are allowed per team. One team bats while the other team bowls. The bowler throws the ball to the batter must hit the ball as far as they can. So then the fielders must try catch the ball or collect the ball as quickly as possible to knock out the batter. The game will continue until each side has 5 innings, so 5 turns of batting. The winners are determined by the team with the most runs, so home runs. So they have to get around the 4 bases and get home without being knocked out. And that's how they gain points. So that was just a brief overview on the rules. There's many more rules, but they're the key rules for the moment. Then against the batter. Our fielders have 3 main roles. So we have a bowler, 4 catchers on each of the bases, and 3 deep catching fielders. The bowler throws the ball to the batter in the beginning, and then our 4 catchers on each of the bases will catch the ball and tap it off the base to stop the runs. Our 3 deep catching fielders will catch the high balls and use an overarm throw to pass to the catchers on the bases. Now I will now explain the key skills for the catchers, so mainly the deep field catchers. So it's essential for our deep field catchers to be able to catch a high ball. So position is key for our catchers. So they must run and get in an assumed landing area of the ball. They must keep eyes on the ball at all times. They must move to get in line with the flight of the ball. With outstretched arms, open up hands and close immediately when the ball lands in your palms. Use both hands when possible. So here's a video of me performing the high ball catch, and you can see in the video that I'm using all the cues. So I'm running in a predicted area where the ball will land. I have my arms outstretched, I have my hands open, and when the ball lands, I close them immediately. Now moving on to our next skill. Our overarm throw. This skill is used by the deep field catchers again. The ball is held in between the fingers and the thumb and it's not to touch the palm. To extend your throwing arm back over your shoulder to gain more power, point your shoulder in the direction of throw. This helps with our aim, and then outstretched non-throwing hand to aid with the throw and with our balance when we're throwing the ball, and let the ball roll off your fingers and follow through. So this is the video here again, and you can see that I'm using all the cues. arms outstretched, my arm extended back. I followed through, and if you could see my hands, I had the ball held in my fingers and not on my palms, just to aid that gliding throw. Now, that's my instructional video for now. Thank you for listening.